I guess there's two parts to this. So first part, other people came out of the woodwork and wanted to do kind of promotions with us. My favorite was American Standard, the maker of toilets. They wanted to give us the models to put the toilets in our game, but we weren't allowed to get them bloody. That ain't gonna happen. But the other is kind of the flip of it, and it's when we were going to launch, or not launch, but thinking about launching. One of the senior people at Valve talked to me about, hey, 28 Days Later, super popular zombie movie. It's my favorite. And we know those guys. Hey, should we do a tie-in with them? Should this be 28 Days Later, the game? And I was like, no. And the reason being was I didn't want to copy somebody else's pop culture and just have to follow what they did and think about and talk about the things that they wanted to talk and think about. And it's just kind of an arrogant thing to say, is I wanted to make pop culture. I wanted to make the thing that, as a kid going up and seeing the midnight movie of Dawn of the Dead and how that became a reference point for so much of what I, as a kid, thought, and why when I saw Left 4 Dead, I was like, oh my God, I love this, is I wanted to bring that with our game, and I wanted to bring that forward. And so then once we have that, once we are that pop culture, like when I was at Valve, I was kind of the guy in charge for Left 4 Dead of what tie-ins and sharing we do. We did Resident Evil, we did the Sniper series, we did anything, because I thought you can't ruin this IP in the sense of like you can spread it out and you can share it and you can mix and mingle the Payday guys, Ulf and everyone over there. Like we just kept doing as many tie-ins as we could because I didn't think you could weaken that original IP, and just sharing it just made it part of more of the landscape and the fabric of what zombie games were, or what those kind of things were. And to me, that was just absolutely great. And so any other brands I would have done with any brand that they wanted to do something with, because I just think that when you have a strong IP that you've crafted like that, and it is its own thing, you can do a lot with it. And that's why when that senior person had talked about it at first, I had to clarify my thoughts, which is always a great thing when someone questions you, right? Is you have to clarify your thoughts of how am I thinking about this? Why is this important to me? Is it arrogance and stupidity? Or is it because I think long-term there's way more value if we do this right? And I think for Left 4 Dead, we did it right. And now for the Anacrusis, clearly we're starting at a much smaller scale, super unknown. No one's heard of the Anacrusis. We got to grind it out. It's like me on TikTok here, right? I make a video or two a day and have a small number of followers, and you're hopefully going to grow it. I'm going to grow it because I just keep doing it. And it's the same with the Anacrusis. We do updates and we keep following, and then hopefully that becomes part of pop culture. I mean, of course, everything you create is part of pop culture, but popular and pop culture. You know what I'm saying. We'll get there. But yeah, thanks.